Hello everyone, Randy Reed with Mortgage Planning Specialist. Welcome to my weekly video blog. This week we saw the national unemployment rate jump to 6.7%. On Saturday news, 533,000 people lost their jobs in the month of November. This is the highest level since December of 1974. In other news, the financial committee / government, Mr. Paulson, are trying to devise a plan on how they can get interest rates or permanently get interest rates to 4.5% to help out our economy. All I've got to say is so what and good luck. We're almost there as it is. The way that economic conditions are going to drive our interest rates down to what I think we're going to see our 40-year lows. And honestly, it doesn't matter how low interest rates are. If people can't get loans because they're over leveraged on their homes or they don't have enough down payment to buy a new home, it's not going to matter how low interest rates are if you can't get a loan in the first place. Stop and think about this for a moment. If you're an investor on a mortgage-backed security and the government is going to dictate to you what your yield of return is going to be as well as what it's going to cost to get that yield, and they slap some sort of guarantee on there that, in my personal opinion, is worthless because that entity / government is over leveraged themselves. Think about it. They've borrowed $1.4 trillion, or they're about to borrow $1.4 trillion to help a failing economy. And if that entity is over leveraged, i.e. meaning that they owe more than what they're producing, they're not immune to a bankruptcy. I personally, this is my biggest fear with the bailout funds, is that if they don't do this right and it's unmanaged and it's not accountable for, and they don't put this money to use where it really can impact things, our government is going to go bankrupt. And the repercussions from all this is going to be greater than what we could ever imagine or what we're seeing today. In my opinion, we're very close to a modern day Great Depression. And we need to focus on the things that we really truly can fix. Not to get political, but our government needs to stop meddling with free market, let things work themselves out. We've already made corrections, and what they need to do, really, truly, honestly, focus in on what they can control. They can't control the free market. They can't control how many foreign investors come in or what a corporation is going to put into R&D and put back into their investments. They're not going to dictate how much of a worker is going to produce on a weekly basis or a month-to-month basis. What they can influence and what they can control, they can bring back jobs to America. Number one, we've lost 1.9 million jobs that we'll never see again unless something is done. 1.9 million jobs have been lost since 2002. The other thing that they can do is they can control our deficit. How much are we trading versus producing, or how much are we, shipping out of the U.S. versus what we're shipping in? We need to cut back on what we're shipping in. I hate to say it, but as consumers, we can control that one. And the other biggest thing and most political thing, I think, we need to stop giving our money away. Let's stop giving our money to these countries that really don't even care about us. I bet you if we did that one little thing right there, we'd probably fix a lot of things. We could create a lot of jobs with that money, and we could really put that money back into our economy here nationally. Anyway, I don't mean to get onto a political kick here, but our government is meddling in something that they have zero control over. Tip for the week: focus in on first-time home buyers. They're making up a huge segment of all the transactions right now. I just learned of a new it's not a new program, it's been around forever, but after 18 years in the business, I just found out about it 3 weeks ago. It's better than a CHFA transaction, little looser guidelines than CHFA has. Feel free to give me a call and I can tell you about it. It will help your business. Randy Reed, 303-524-9191. Have a great weekend.